today I just wanted to share with you this look, which is more of a bridal on a budget, so I wanted to keep it really quick, affordable and easy to do. I try to keep it all really sort of drugstore products rather than high-end ones. There's a few ones thrown in there, but they're only ones that I can't live without, so let me know if you've got any other suggestions that could maybe substitute the expensive ones. Just to let you know, I've got my free Makeup Masters app out now on the iTunes store, so please download that, and if you're watching that from the app, thank you very much, you're a legend. But here we go, and I hope you enjoy. The foundation I'm using is the Bridal Healthy Mix foundation. I really love the serum version, but I thought I'd try one with a bit more coverage, as I know most brides like to be quite flawless for the wedding day but not look too heavy. Making it one with the skin with the Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. This has just been run on the tap and then squeeze out the excess water. For the concealer I'm using the Maybelline Erase. This one, it's got a nice finish and texture, though the only problem I find with it is the light is a bit too dark for me, and that's the lightest one they do. To make sure all the eyeshadows last without getting that oily crease, I'm using the MAC paint in Sublime Nature. It's nice and neutral. And then I'm using the LA Girl Nudes Beauty Brick eyeshadow palette. This one is just so affordable. Fortunately they're not named, each individual eyeshadow, so I'm just trying to point out which ones I'm using before applying them. The eyeshadows have that rose undertone, so they're good for the blushing bride. I'm using the Rimmel Scandalise Waterproof Eye Kohl, because waterproof is very important for your wedding day. And then I'm diffusing it out. I'm actually using black, but I'm going to use a bit of the eyeshadow over the top just to soften it a little bit. You can use brown if you want it a little bit softer, but it's also nice to get a bit more definition from a distance for your pictures. Through the crease I'm using a more matte texture eyeshadow from the palette and the Zoeva 213 Petite brush. And where you've got a little pop of shine on the lid will open up your eyes, and then this matte texture is just going to help create that really classic contoured shape. And then I'm using that same matte eyeshadow just under the eyes to soften it all and blend it all. I'm using the Royal brush just to blend it all out with that sort of mid-tone matte shade, just so you get that soft edges. So if you've got a really soft fluffy brush, that's just good just to make sure it's all blended and whimsical. And then again a bit more of that mid-tone underneath the eyes so the eyes look bigger from a distance. Then going for that highlight shade. This one's actually matte, so it's quite nice, not too over the top. And brightening under the brow and on the inside of the eye. For the concealer I'm using the MAC Studio Finish Concealer. This is actually a full coverage one. I know it's not particularly budget, but I think it's important to invest in little pieces like this, especially if you need a lot of coverage like me. Some people get scared of these full coverage concealers, but as long as you're really working them into the skin, like with the Beauty Blender or this Miracle Complexion Sponge, they don't look too heavy. Setting all the foundation and concealer using the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural. This shade is light. For the mascara I'm using Max Factor Full Slash Effect. This one is quite wet consistency, so it's really easy to blob it, so use with caution, but it does stay on well on your lashes. I'm using the old trusty Ardell Demi Wispy lashes, sorry, I know I'm doing it again, with the Duo Lash Adhesive. Combing the brows into place. Adding a little bit of shading using the MAC Omega eyeshadow. bit more definition with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in taupe. For the contour I'm using the Makeup Revolution Duo Face Sculpt. This one's just a really nice sort of matte formulation, so you can really hollow out the areas. It's kind of more of a bronzy shade rather than the cooler undertone. It might be a bit dark for some people, so I'm using it with a slightly less densely packed fibre brush from Royal Brushes Contour, just so it diffuses it on. For the highlight I'm using Mary Lou Manamizer from the Balm for that nice sort of golden pearl highlight. Adding it down the centre of the nose, and then the Cupid's bow for a pouty lip. For the lip pencil I'm using Masada Milano, sorry if I pronounced that wrong, 105 lip liner. So this is just a really pretty wearable shade. For lipstick I'm using this Bajor Rouge Edition Velvet lipstick in So Hap Pink. This is a nice wearable rose pink, so not too Barbie or bright for your wedding. And I do love a cream blush for that really healthy inner glow. I'm using the Makeup Revolution blush palette in All About Cream. And the nice thing about this is you can kind of mix the shades to get your perfect tone. And again, it's just crazily cheap. If you've gone a bit too bright, you can go back with your Real Technique Miracle Complexion Sponge just to work it into the skin. And I love a glow, but only in the right areas, so I'm using the All About Matte Fixing Powder. This will just lock it all into place and make sure you don't get any excess oil. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please download my free Makeup Masters app on the iTunes store. Just go there and click download for free. It's got product reviews and all these videos. That's if you're not watching this video on there already. If you are, thank you very much. But yeah, I hope you enjoy and hopefully see you again soon. Bye!